He's a monster. He's literally a monster.
Disgraced rapper Sean Combs facing 2 new sex abuse lawsuits as he sits in a jail in New York City.
Sean Diddy Combs, a music mogul, style icon, and powerhouse in the entertainment world. But now his legacy is facing a serious threat. A storm of new allegations could bring his entire empire to its knees. Once celebrated for his influence in music, Diddy's name is now making headlines, and for reasons that are anything but glamorous. Diddy's journey to fame is legendary. He transformed himself from an ambitious young producer into a global music icon, launching the careers of some of the biggest stars and building a multi-million-dollar empire that spans music, fashion, and even his own liquor brand. But Diddy's ascent wasn't without its shadows. And now, years later, a darker side of his success may be coming to light.
When Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs.
One of the most disturbing allegations against Diddy dates back to 2005. According to a recently filed lawsuit, the story begins with a young boy from Los Angeles, only 10 years old, with dreams of making it big in the music industry. His parents, eager to support his ambitions, arranged a meeting with Diddy in New York, hoping the music mogul could be the key to their son's career. But instead of inspiration, what allegedly happened was a situation no family could ever have anticipated. The lawsuit claims that Diddy requested to meet the boy alone. Inside a private hotel room, the young boy performed rap songs for Diddy, hoping to impress one of the biggest names in hip-hop. Diddy allegedly told the boy he had potential and could make him a star. But then, according to the lawsuit, things took a dark turn. Diddy reportedly asked, "How badly do you want to be a star?" The boy, innocent and eager, responded that he would do anything. This response, the lawsuit claims, opened the door for a disturbing series of events. The boy was allegedly handed a soda by one of the adults present in the room, which, after drinking, made him feel strange. The lawsuit goes on to describe how, under the influence of this unknown substance, the boy felt dazed and vulnerable. According to the claim, Diddy then told him to move closer, allegedly pushing him down, muttering something along the lines of, "You have to do things you don't want to sometimes." This accusation is haunting. A young boy seeking a mentor in the industry, only to experience something traumatic instead. Now, nearly 2 decades later, this story has resurfaced, sending shockwaves through the media. This one incident has fueled speculation and unease, and as the lawsuit details emerge, many are left wondering, is this just an isolated incident, or part of a more troubling pattern in Diddy's career? The legal troubles surrounding Diddy extend beyond the 2005 case and into his widely celebrated reality show, Making the Band. The show, which aired in the early 2000s, was a huge success, giving young, hopeful artists a chance to compete for a spot in Diddy's next music group. But behind the glamour of reality TV, allegations suggest there was a disturbing reality that contestants faced. One lawsuit, filed by a former contestant who was 17 at the time, paints a harrowing picture of his experience on the show. According to his claims, he arrived with nothing but hopes and dreams, excited about the possibility of making it big under Diddy's mentorship. However, the lawsuit describes an environment where Diddy allegedly used his position of power to push the young contestant into compromising situations. The lawsuit claims that Diddy told the contestant he needed to understand how to handle sexual pressure to succeed in the industry, a shocking and unexpected directive for a teenager chasing his dreams. The suit details that during private sessions, Diddy allegedly made physical advances, groping the young man and pressuring him to prove his dedication. The language in the lawsuit suggests this wasn't guidance or mentorship, but something far more sinister. The contestant claims he was torn between discomfort and the pressure to succeed, caught in a situation where Diddy allegedly used his influence to intimidate him. The events allegedly reached a peak on the 3rd day of auditions. According to the lawsuit, Diddy demanded that the contestant perform explicit acts on his bodyguard, framing this as a test of loyalty and dedication to the group. When the contestant hesitated, unwilling to compromise his values, Diddy reportedly dismissed him from the competition, claiming that his reluctance made him untrustworthy. This rejection crushed the young contestant's dreams, leaving him with deep emotional scars that have stayed with him long after the cameras stopped rolling. Today, as he finally comes forward, his story casts a chilling shadow over making the band, once seen as a thrilling competition and now remembered as something far darker. For him and others like him, making the band was more than a TV show. It was their opportunity to achieve fame. But instead of career growth, he claims to have encountered manipulation and abuse of power. His allegations aren't just another scandal, they're part of a broader narrative that challenges the public's perception of Diddy as a mentor. These cases aren't just isolated incidents. Over the past few months, a growing list of individuals has come forward with similar allegations, suggesting that Diddy's alleged behavior may have been a recurring pattern. Attorneys representing multiple plaintiffs state that they are investigating over 100 potential victims who allege misconduct spanning Diddy's entire career. This revelation has added tremendous weight to the case against him, shifting public perception and causing many to rethink their admiration for the music mogul. The implications of this are staggering. With each new allegation, the narrative surrounding Diddy becomes more complex and unsettling. People who once saw him as a symbol of success are now forced to confront these allegations that hint at a darker side, a side that may have exploited young talent for years. The growing number of claims suggests a long-standing, possibly systematic pattern of abuse that was hidden in plain sight. As these voices join together, they begin to form a chorus that's difficult to ignore, each story adding weight to the accusations and creating a troubling image of a man once revered in the industry. The potential scale of this case could be one of the largest in the entertainment world, echoing past scandals but with a focus on an industry giant who, for so long, was considered untouchable. It raises questions about how such behavior could go unchecked for decades, and what it means for those who suffered silently in its wake. In response to these allegations, Diddy's legal team has taken an aggressive stance. His attorneys have labeled these lawsuits as nothing more than publicity stunts, accusing the plaintiffs' attorneys of being more interested in media attention than the truth. They've argued that this case is fueled by lawyers seeking fame and headlines, dismissing the allegations as ridiculous and demonstrably false. Diddy's lawyers maintain that he has full faith in the judicial process, insisting that the truth will prevail. They argue that Diddy has become a target due to his high profile and wealth, stating that such high-stakes lawsuits often attract baseless claims. In a recent statement, his attorneys pointedly criticized the plaintiff's lawyer, accusing him of staging a media circus instead of seeking justice. But with such serious accusations piling up, the public is left wondering, are these statements enough to sway opinion? For some, Diddy's defense rings hollow, a calculated attempt to discredit the alleged victims. The legal team's statements may succeed in casting doubt, but they can't erase the growing list of plaintiffs or silence the voices speaking out. The court of public opinion is already swaying, and as more people come forward, even Diddy's most ardent defenders may begin to question his innocence. The consequences of these allegations stretch beyond the courtroom. They pose an existential threat to Diddy's entire empire. His legacy, once built on innovation and mentorship, now risks being forever marred by scandal. Every aspect of his career, from his businesses to his music, stands to be affected. Corporate partners may distance themselves, unwilling to be associated with such allegations. Brand endorsements, once lucrative, could be pulled, and his influence within the entertainment industry could take a substantial hit. For investors and stakeholders, this situation is a public relations nightmare, with millions on the line. The brand image Diddy spent years cultivating is now under threat, and the financial impact could be catastrophic. Once considered untouchable, Diddy's empire now teeters on the edge as the public and corporate world weigh the potential fallout. This isn't just a court case, it's a reckoning that could strip Diddy of the empire he built from the ground up. So, is this the beginning of the end for Sean Diddy Combs? Or will he somehow find a way to weather this storm? As these cases unfold and more voices potentially come forward, one thing is clear. Diddy's story is no longer one of success and glamour, but a cautionary tale of power, influence, and what happens when the past catches up. The world is watching, and the next chapter may be the most explosive yet.